Hey guys, welcome to the video. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing gear. I almost feel like it's a wasted video. I feel like if you know what gear you need, then this video is going to be pointless for you to watch. So I will just click the X at the top of the screen. If you don't know what gear you need, or if you have questions about gear, drop them down below. I'm just going to give you a quick little go through. I'm not going to make this video very long at all. So basically, the only one I'm really going to discuss is tank because nothing else really matters. So if I press C, I'm in my tank spec. I go to stats. You'll see the stats that I'm running there. So as a minimum requirement, and this is for all roles, you need 2,200 hit. And that's to do IROTP and above. Like if you want to do BOS, you need 2,400 hit. And you can tell if you hover your mouse over it, it says there tier 1 raid 2200, tier 2 raid 2400. Fairly straightforward. Now, don't be scared when you see the guard numbers like 7400. You can get all this stuff from EOA, and everybody runs EOA these days. So as a minimum, I would say you want 500,000 health. Let's just have a quick look ski. I got my chondritic hood. As you guys know where that comes from. My event cape, fortified shoulders from EOA. I got this chest, the preserver from IROTP, but you'll get one also, you'll get from EOA, also a really good one. So the preserver, these are the gloves from IROTP, and you'll see there I got the integrated shielding rune, so that's something you get from EOA. So I would most definitely recommend running a bunch of EOAs because that kind of stuff helps. Extra guard is always good. Then the belt, that's the fortified, which is EOA. The legs is fortified, that's EOA. The boots, they're fortified, that's EOA. Then I run the endurance seal, and then the Medico's crystal, purely because I'm a heal tank. But you don't have to run that. You can run the hero's crystal if you want, if you're not a heal tank. I even run the spec as it is in BOS. So if you meet these stats, you can do BOS, no problems. The rings, they're just Fostiger peaks, nothing special. The trinket, this is special. So this is very important. I'd say if your health is pretty low like mine, 510,000 without any buffs, then this one's good because what it does is damaging an enemy increases your max health by 15,000 for 4 seconds and it stacks 5 times. So that's a good amount of extra health, especially since you're always attacking, since you're the tank. And then the neck, that's an event neck, and then event earrings. These guys over here, these little lessers, these are all in 606 endurance. You can see they're all leveled up. So 780, 780. This one over here, 763. This is an event one. 780 and so forth. The fragments, these are going to be like block, max health, max health, max health. You see that's the tier 1 max health. Max health, max health, guard, that's a tier 1 guard. Max health, block, guard, and guard, and that's also tier 1 guard. So the guard that you see there, 7,433. I do have extras of that because I run things like increase guard by 400 on there. And then I run extra health over here, the prophetic enduring vow. So I recommend that. Then you got this one, Atramentium armor plating, which increases your armor by 2,000 for 4 hours. And that goes on your chest, which is also nice. And then if you were a warrior or something and you had a shield, you could run this one over here, the Sparks, which deals 800 damage to attackers when you block, which is quite nice. And then the Curry Pot, that's going to give you an extra 11,000 health, which is also good. Apart from that, I think that's all you need for tanking. Nothing really special. If you want to know about my tanking build, just drop me a link down below and I'll make a video on that. But I think everybody's fairly familiar with all the builds these days. The gaming community in Rift is quite small, so I'm sure everybody knows everything, and that's why I felt like this was a wasted video. But I got to do it. because I want my IROTP series to be complete, and it's not going to be complete unless I make a gear video. Anyways, for healing, I recommend, actually, there's one more thing I'll say on that. If you're going to be doing con or heals or DPS, I definitely recommend trying to get your health at least above 350,000. If it's not, that third boss, yeah, you're going to die a lot in IROTP. So 350,000, I would say, is probably the minimum I would risk going in there with, unless you, like, I don't know, have awesome healers and you run 2 of them. If you just got a solo healer, yeah, you're probably going to die. Just saying. So 350,000 health as a minimum. Okay, so heals and DPS, they all run the same, so may as well just go through that real quick since I'm here and I'm making the video, because if not, why not? Swap to my little DPS spec. Right, so my crit power 8,832. Excuse me. That is probably a little bit overkill, because once you eat the food and you take your buffs, I'm pretty sure that's going to be capped. Guard is 0, of course. Hit is the same. I run the dexterity seal, and I run the martial crystal purely because I'm a primalist. Now I'm not running that special trinket anymore. There is a DPS trinket you can get. I forget what it's called, but I don't have it on this toon because this is my tanking toon. I have that trinket on my cleric, which is my DPS toon. And then the necklace, that's an event, and everything else is just the same. So this over here is crit power, max crit power. Crit power. Yeah, it's a crit power, and so forth. So fragments, you're talking crit power. That's a tier 1 crit power. Looks really nice. Crit power. I'm pretty sure it's all crit power. Yeah, all crit power. And there is a little spreadsheet you can get that shows, what's best in slot for death and what's best in slot for air and all that crap. But I don't follow any of that stuff. I just put in full crit power because, crit power is awesome. Anyways, that's it. So that's all I wanted to show you guys. You'll use the same stats for healing. I'll show you if you want. The only difference is your crystal's going to change. Right there, Medica's crystal. That's the only difference, literally. Everything else is identical. Planar fragments, it's all the same. Awesome. So any questions, drop them down below, hit me up. Look how awesome my guild dimension looks. See that? That's right, down there. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm actually floating in the air. But anyway, cool. Yeah, I got sidetracked, my bad. Have a good night, guys. Bye.